Matthew Suggy here from Verity Baptist Manila, and I'm just bringing you a video on the topic of total depravity. And one thing that Calvinists will do is they'll often focus on a lot of verses in the Bible that talk about how people could not believe. And throughout the book of John, you're going to come across verses where it talks about people that could not believe. Not that they chose not to believe, but that they weren't capable of believing. They could not believe. And when it comes to this idea of people that cannot believe, you really have two options. You can become a Calvinist, or you can just believe the biblical doctrine that there's a certain small percentage of people that become reprobates or children of the devil and are not capable of believing. Because the Bible is just very clear there's people that can't believe. And John 12:39 is an example of a verse they would use where it says, therefore they could not believe, because that Isaiah said again. So it says they could not believe. It was impossible for them to believe. Now Calvinists would say, well, that's everybody in the world, that we're not capable of believing. That's not what the Bible teaches, though. The Bible teaches the people that become children of the devil will be children of the devil forever. That's not most people. So when you see verses that say they could not believe, a person who's had their mind and conscience defiled and has been given over to a reprobate mind, they are not capable of believing on Jesus Christ. Because every single person that believes is going to go to heaven. Whosoever believeth, the Bible says. And Jesus died for everybody in all their sins. But there are certain people in this world that before they die, they are a walking dead man. And they have no capability of believing on Jesus Christ. You could give them the gospel 1,000,000 times, but they will not believe, the Bible says. They can't believe. It's impossible for them because they've already reached a point where they rejected God over and over again. And they've been given over to a reprobate mind, and their mind and conscience is defiled. But the Calvinist is wrong to look at this and say, well, every unsaved person is like this. That's not what the Bible teaches, because over and over again you see that we have free will to believe on Jesus Christ. So when it says they could not believe, that's only a small percentage of people that are given over to a reprobate mind and are a child of the devil. But I will say this, that if you're out there and you say, well, I don't believe that. I think anyone can be saved, but I don't believe in Calvinism. Well, that's an impossibility because of the fact there's verses that are very clear that people cannot believe. So you either embrace the Calvinists and say, well, God just picks who goes to heaven or hell, or you just embrace what the Bible says. And that is that certain people can become a child of the devil and reach the point where they can no longer believe, they can no longer be saved, and they will go to hell because they're a walking dead men. Thank you, and God bless.